This happened to my best friend Andrew. We were celebrating his 21st birthday in Las Vegas. Andrew was a really shy guy, and we all wanted to help him get laid. We went to a club, but no luck. So we decided to find a working girl. We were all very drunk, and we saw this girl walking alone, and we approached her and asked if she was interested in Andrew. She looked him up and down, and then walked off with him, into what we assumed was her apartment building. We all got back into the car, and decided to wait for Andrew to come back with the girl, but he never did. We waited for hours, and he still didn't come back. So we all went back to the hotel to sleep. The next morning, I got a call from Andrew's phone. He sounded really panicked and scared, and he whispered that he needed our help, and that we had to come over, and that woman, the woman from last night, she wasn't right. I told Andrew that we were coming over, and hung up the phone. When we got to the apartment, it was in a terrible part of town, and there were lots of scary people around. And Andrew's stuff was strewn about the room, and there was blood everywhere. We couldn't find Andrew anywhere. And when we looked out the window, we saw that the fire escape was bent and broken. We called the police, and one of my friends remembered that building where the girl took Andrew. The police went there and found a dead body inside. It was a storage facility, not an apartment building. The police said that the cause of death was unknown, and that we should just be glad that Andrew wasn't there. They never found out who the dead person was, or how they died. Over a month later, I got a call from Andrew's phone again. He sounded just as scared as he did before. And the call was traced back to our hometown in New Jersey. The call ended with Andrew screaming as a door slammed shut. I immediately drove to the house. It was a vacant house that nobody lived in. I went inside, and I saw a woman on the stairs. Then I heard yelling, and the police showed up, and they arrested a man. They found Andrew upstairs locked in a closet. He was so malnourished that he weighed less than 100 pounds. He was barely hanging on. After he was rescued, Andrew told us that he was trafficked around the country. He was beaten, raped, and hardly fed. The girl who took him was only collecting payment from operators, who forced Andrew to give them his address and the address of his friends. That's how they knew where we all lived. The woman who took him was never found. I still get threatening texts to this day. I'm pretty sure that the woman from the house was watching me. I don't know why she was there or what she was doing, but it freaked me out.